All right, how you doing today? Today we're taking a look at the Logic session players using the Reason 13 plugin, the Rack plugin. This is a really cool plugin. I mean, obviously Reason you can use by itself as well, but they built everything in to use as a plugin. They've done this a while ago, but this is the new Reason 13. And just in case if you're not familiar, there's a bunch of new stuff too, which we're going to go over. Some of the synthesizer, some of the stereo spreader, the sidechain tool, and a lot of fun stuff in here. But basically you can use any effects you could use as an instrument to start off with, and then you can make a whole effects change with all their effects in here. And we have some utilities, and we have players like chords and scales where you could trigger stuff like that. We got arpeggiators, echo, beat map, which is really cool too. We'll get that in some other videos. And of course you can use this on any channel audio. You don't have to use the instruments, but if you're using just as audio, we have all these effects to take advantage of. All kind of really cool stuff. But anyways, let's get into this. Also, please do subscribe to the channel. I have hundreds of other videos in my back catalog. A lot of really cool Logic stuff. Now, Reason 13, I'm doing a lot of stuff on as well. And just free VST plugins, audio units, obviously, too. Just hit the notification bell to be notified of new videos coming out. And let's get into this. Okay, so we have this Reason Rack here. And I just used the pad player from the Logic pianos. Keyboard player, simple pad. Change the instruments to the Reason Rack here in the channel strip. And now I have this. So this is soloed the piano, or the soloed the pad. Now we can browse all kind of ways here. And this is in the Reason Rack 13. The new feature is the browse feature here. So we can just go for pad, and I'm just searching this instrument right now, which I have loaded, the poly patch or the poly synth. We can do whole racks if we want to as well. But I want to find a nice pad sound for this. So we're going to go through here. And we can do all kind of other things for here. We got two different synths kind of playing at the same time. Morph, single, mix mode. We have this A-B switch here. We can switch between the two. Really morph between the two, I guess. And then we can, you know, there's a billion different adjustments you could do to this synth as well. Right now, we're just going to leave it here because we're going to keep moving along. And then I have these other effects down here, which I have turned off at the moment. This is one of the newer effects in Reason 13 as well. This is the Ripley space delay. This thing's pretty crazy. So let's turn that on, see what we can get. And again, we have browse here for different settings. Of course, no pads, different delays and stuff like that. And we also can search here. And we have lots of controls on here as well. Just noise, distortion, all kinds of fun stuff to mess around with. But it's on now, so let's see what this sounds like. We'll just leave it there right now. We also got the new Sidechain tool, which is cool because you can get those pumping sounds. And we can adjust those to taste as we go. And we also have the new stereo tool. Turn that on. This is a stereo spreader. And we can also have the low pass filter here. So the lower tones will not get spread. Better for something like lower end instruments. This is not really that low. And we have a frequency adjustment here as well. And we can put it back to mono as well. And all that fun stuff. So all together sounds like this. Now let's put that in the beat that we created with the other Logic players here. We got just the bass player and the drummer. kind of like that one better with the pad and everything. And now we can take full advantage of all the other effects within Reason here too. Like I like this one a lot. And this is just called Audiomatic. It's just like a kind of lo-fi kind of thing, saturation tape, vinyl sound, VHS sounds, all that kind of fun stuff. And we have so many other things here that we can mess around with. We got compressors, EQs, chorus flangers, compressors, more EQs, pitch adjuster, just lots of fun stuff to mess around with. There's a nice distortion plug in there as well. But you can just keep building your racks, and you can save this patch, and you can anyone that has the Reason plugins can use this patch in different DAWs, which is cool too. Now let's go to the arpeggiated piano part here in Logic, and I changed the sound, and let's see what that is because I forget. And we can go in here and search for keys, find all the key patches, and maybe we want, layered, long, lush, atmospheric, all these different tags that we can search for. Let's see here, what do we want? Something vintage. There's only one patch for that, so we'll see what that sounds like. Not what I was looking for. So let's go back here. Just pick some of these ones. Bells. We'll try that one for now with the beat. And of course we can take full advantage of the Logic piano player here, session player. And we can just get rid of that low note if we want to. We can, put less notes, more fills, complexity. Not the best sound in the world for this particular track, so let's find something else here. We can also go to different, we can just browse all of the instruments, so we don't have to use this new synth. We could use the older ones as well, anything that we want to do. So let's go in here, guitars and plucked, browse around until you find something you like. Really like that one, and we can leave it as it is, or we could add our effects in here. Maybe some EQ, maybe some delays, maybe some flanger. The guitar amps are cool too. I made another video on the guitar amp, the soft tube amp here with guitar. There's obviously no guitar here, so this one's kind of fun again. What is this alligator gate thing? That looks interesting. And we can search for patches for these. These are out in the same way. We could do a lo-fi. I don't even know what this thing is, so we're gonna find out. Let me turn this one off first. Okay, so it's doing all kind of crazy stuff here. It's gating sounds, it's high passing, low passing, doing all kind of fun stuff. That sounds pretty cool. Let's just leave it as it is. Maybe throw this thing on. Now we have another keyboard player here, Freely, which we can see what we want to throw on here. Browse, maybe some more keys. Maybe we'll do guitar sound. I don't know what they got in here. Let's find out. acoustic, create. I don't know, something like that. So we can also, like I said, we could find an arpeggiated kind of thing here and take these chords, load another Reason Rack plugin, find something that's arpeggiating sound, instruments. And by the way, we can also use these just as effects on other things. We don't have to use just the instruments. This is what's great about these plugins here. If you could play them on guitars, your drum channels, your acoustic channels, whatever you want to do, audio, vocals, all that fun stuff. So anyways, let's get back here. Self-playing guitar loops. Synth loops and sequencers. Song start. We need a arpeggiated sound. So this is a dual arpeggiator playing, triggered by these chords here, the simple pad chords. Okay, so just creating some movement. You got to experiment around and find some stuff that you like, create a vibe to write a track to, write a song to. Let me know what you think. I'm just going to mess around with this some more. I'm going to get going, and I will talk to you soon.